Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this episode is brought to you by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, use SeatGeek. If you guys want $20 off your ticket for a show you're wanting to go to or something like that, use code Hodge SeatGeek. But basically, yeah, this first time orders only. So if you use SeatGeek before, make a new account, you can still use my code. Still get $20 off your tickets for any event in the entire world. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to get this off with the first and only news story of the day. Today's news story is going to be about Stone Cold Steve Austin, with, the walking mud holes, stomping mud holes, walking on dry since 1995. So basically, Stone Cold Steve Austin, there's been a lot of rumors going on about this guy recently, about him maybe wrestling again. And, WrestleMania 38, we saw him step back into the ring, which is something I never, ever thought I would see. Like, that's just like the crazy come out out of retirement, go in the ring, wrestle Kevin Owens. What in the hell is even going on? What year is it? That was just crazy, especially to see in person when I was there at WrestleMania 38. But basically, Stone Cold's been doing a bit of training, he's been posting to social media and stuff like that, which brings up some questions about another match. And there's actually been some rumors going around backstage at WWE saying that WWE may be talking to the guy or something like that. So ultimately, Stone Cold Steve Austin went on social media to actually answer this question. Here's what he said. Basically, Stone Cold Steve Austin said, if people want to know why I'm training, why I'm working out, and all of that, is it for an event or something like that? Well, no. I'm working out because I'm tired of looking in the mirror and not liking what I see is basically what he said. So he wants to be in better shape. It's for him. For his personal, wanting to be happy with himself. So it's actually nothing to do with like training for an event or something. However, but maybe, just maybe, it can happen anyway. Maybe it's going to lead up to that. And that's actually going to lead us in to the next section of this video. So ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice box ready because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. So the first one of the day, like I said, we're leading into Stone Cold Steve Austin deal. So basically, backstage at WWE, reported in the last few news episodes, they're actually talking to Stone Cold about a match. Now these rumors keep going in and saying, yes, it is happening, and sources backstage have said they know absolutely nothing about it. However, they know they are talking about something. It's in talks. There's a discussion going on of sorts, but there's no information about who his opponent's going to be, what night it would be on, how long the match is going to be. Is it going to be a full-on match, just a brawl or something like that? Is Stone Cold going to keep wrestling more matches for the WWE? Like, there's a lot of questions, not too many answers. It's being kept really top secret backstage. Not really too many people know. However, backstage sources can confirm that WWE and Stone Cold are in discussions about a future match. However, we don't know absolutely no details whatsoever about this, but apparently they're discussing it. It's in talks. It could happen. It could not happen. We'll have to wait and see if Stone Cold likes the idea. He wants to do it, then it'll go through. If not, then it won't happen. It can always happen in the future. But basically, I was thinking, WrestleMania 38 was the retirement match. So that was it, because that was in Texas. It fit, his whole theme. It would work perfectly. Or maybe that's not it. Maybe this isn't the last one. Maybe he has a few more matches left in him. So maybe Stone Cold will be wrestling WrestleMania 39. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But apparently right now, they are indeed actually talking about it. All right, the next rumor is going to be about Kevin Owens. So we talked about in the last news episode, Kevin Owens is injured. However, he has been officially announced for the Survivor Series War Games match. So what now is actually going on? Kevin Owens, okay, so the first point, Survivor Series is literally this coming weekend. Like it's, today's Sunday, so it's 6 days from today. Apparently last week at a house show, Kevin Owens got injured. It was some kind of like MCL sprain they were calling it. It wasn't like a tear or anything. Kind of just sprained it, so that would be like a few weeks you would think. So it's not out of question. He could definitely be in a Survivor Series match, and obviously that's why they went ahead and added him to the match. Confirmed it. They haven't changed anything. They didn't change any plans or anything like that. That's happening. He's in the Survivor Series War Games match. I don't think he's really going to be doing a whole lot in the match if the injuries like as serious as they were saying. I mean, it wasn't super serious. It was a sprain. It's gonna be a few weeks, but apparently it was like having trouble even walking at all. So hopefully he's feeling better and things will go through okay. But yeah, Kevin Owens basically he's gonna work through this. He's on the road with WWE still. He's on airplanes. He's getting in cars, driving. He's going through the arenas and stuff like that. He's okay enough to do this thing. So I guess he'll be okay for the Survivor Series War Games match. Could have been a very serious injury, a little bit of an injury scare there, but I think he'll be okay by Survivor Series. At least to the point of being in the match. I don't know about doing a whole lot of crazy stuff in the match, but he'll be in the match wrestling to some capacity. All right, the next rumor is going to be about the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So they announced the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is actually happening up in Montreal, Canada. Elimination Chamber. You know, Montreal hasn't got really a main big, you know, WWE show pay-per-view, if you will. It's in a long time. It's gonna be a big deal. Elimination Chamber. It's pay-per-view right between. It's gonna be between, of course, the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. So it's kind of the filler pay-per-view, which brings open the question: will our tribal chief, will our undisputed Universal Champion, will our head of the table be working the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view? Will he be wrestling at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view? Apparently, no, he won't be. And that's no surprise. I kind of figured that because Roman's probably going to be wrestling Royal Rumble and he's probably going to be wrestling WrestleMania both. And he's also working Survivor Series. So, you know, he's kind of just supposed to be kind of on a part-time, maybe a 3/4 time schedule. So it definitely would make sense in my mind for him not to be an Elimination Chamber. And basically, yeah, that's what this rumor's saying. He's not wrestling Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns is skipping that one. He'll be at WrestleMania. There's some rumors he might be wrestling both nights at WrestleMania. I don't know about that. But nonetheless, Roman Reigns is not working in the Elimination Chamber. And I'm not too sure about Rumble yet. They're advertising him, so I'm thinking he will. But to be honest, he's not really needed at Rumble because Rumble's always been, you know, centered around the Royal Rumble matches. So it's not like he has to be there. But Roman definitely has to be at WrestleMania at the very least. But nonetheless, Elimination Chamber, definitely not. Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, yeah, he ain't going to be there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually it, believe it or not. So this is the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. So this is about SummerSlam. This is about SummerSlam 2023, next year's SummerSlam event. So, as a few months ago is the last time I heard anything about the 2023 SummerSlam location, and I heard they really, really loved the way it went off in Nashville. They enjoyed the turnout, they enjoyed how the venue was, how simple everything was, and I gotta say, as a fan going there, like I went to SummerSlam in Nashville. I live in Tennessee, so it wasn't too far of a drive over there. Basically, I loved it. It was very simple, very easy parking situation. I love walking around the city of Nashville. Getting in the stadium could have not been more simple. It's the smoothest I've ever gotten in a big stadium like that. I was very impressed with the setup and very happy with the setup. And apparently WWE were happy with everything. And they were raving about how great the Nissan Stadium was for SummerSlam. So much so that they were actually saying they're going to do the 23 SummerSlam also in Nashville. So we're going to do 2 years in a row. Maybe they'll like it so much they'll do 3 years in a row. Because they kind of had a theme about that. You know, for a while, SummerSlam was always, you know, in the, the Staples Center over in Los Angeles. And then they moved it to the Barclays Center up in Brooklyn, New York. And now I think they were kind of trying to find the new one after, you know, post-pandemic, trying to find the new place for it. And maybe they found it in Nashville. Maybe that's it. But actually, this rumor is saying no. No, that's not it. They're going to keep moving along, and apparently the SummerSlam, the current SummerSlam 2023 location, the front runner to get the event is actually Detroit, Michigan. You're right, Detroit. Detroit's getting SummerSlam 23. Now, this is not confirmed. This is just a front runner. There's other runners to get that. And I'm sure Nashville is very high up on the list, but Detroit is not a place I would have guessed to actually get SummerSlam. Like I'm thinking of, I wouldn't have thought of Nashville either. I was always thinking, you know, I was always like put it down in Florida or something, put it over in California or something, put one of these like hot spots for summer vacation or something like that. Don't put it in like a weird place in like the center of the country or something like that. Definitely not Detroit. Detroit is not a place I thought would get SummerSlam. They hardly ever get like pay-per-views like ever. You might randomly get an episode of Raw or SmackDown there like maybe once a year or something, but you're not getting a large show. So this is very interesting, actually choosing SummerSlam to be in Detroit. Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comment section down below. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I can be on board for Detroit to get another pay-per-view. I just don't think SummerSlam, you know, the party of the summer should be in Detroit. I don't know, it just doesn't have a good feeling in my book. But nonetheless, that is the front runner right now, and I'm sure Nashville's not too far behind, and maybe like somewhere in Florida, maybe Orlando's like behind that. I don't know though. We'll just have to wait and see. Obviously, a front runner does not mean they're entirely getting the show, but it is very possible because the front runners rumored in the past have been actually it. I don't know why they just randomly just decided Detroit. Like, we've been talking, there's been rumors about this for a very long time about where 23 SummerSlam's going to be. And Detroit was just out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, it's probably going to be in Nashville. It's not in Nashville. We'll probably put it up in Boston where it's originally supposed to be the year before because the pandemic canceled it. If not that, then we'll probably go for like one of the hotspot travel places, like either like Orlando or Los Angeles or something. Then out of nowhere, it's like, actually guys, it's going to be in Detroit. It's like, what? Where the hell did that even come from? So I don't know, guys. I'm kind of surprised by the news. I'm kind of taken back. It could happen, it could not happen, but the current rumor is saying Detroit, Michigan is the front runner, the #1 spot right now on their list to get SummerSlam 2023. So there you guys have, that's actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I am your king of Vlogstyle, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.